There will be sleepless nights of wondering if each other is safe and home, but I promise you, they will always end with you safe in my arms.
Kevin, falling in love with you was by far one of the best things to happen in my life. You appeared when I wasn't ready, and yet when I needed you the most.
Sarah, the day I met you, I immediately knew I had seen the destination of my life's journey.
I stand here on our wedding day, grateful for you. Grateful for all of the hope, memories, and excitement you have brought into my life. I'm excited to build our family and experience what this world has to offer, one adventure at a time.
Everything good and bad in my life has led me to you. You're my best friend, my new day, my source of strength, my calm in the storm, and every day I promise to be the same for you.
Our journey hasn't been without challenges, but for every challenge we have faced, you've stayed by my side, a steady reminder that things will get better as long as we are a team. With you by my side, anything is possible.
I promise I will always love you more. I will love you more than any bad days to come. I will love you more than any time or distance that separates us. I will love you more than anything that tries to come between us.
Know that I will choose you over and over and over. Without pause, without doubt, I will keep choosing you.
I promise I will choose you every day. And above else, I promise I will love you more and more every day of my life.
I will fight for you, I will fight for us, and I will build trust and remain faithful, knowing how lucky I am to have you as my husband. Today I say I do, but to me that means I will. I will love you today, tomorrow, always and forever, because I know that together we will build a life far better than either of us could imagine alone.
We are gathered together this evening in the presence of God with family and friends to witness and behold one of life's greatest moments. The mystery, the beauty, the wonder of love. being made new here on the earth once again through the two of them. And I think all of us could use a little bit of love made new again here on the earth. So thank you for the invitation to come and join the two of them in this wonderful, enchanted evening at Lioncrest. Well, there's some confusion as to when the first date actually happened. But what had happened was that they ended up meeting up at the Grizzly Rose. And as Kevin described it, she was already inside in a bright orange highlighter, if you can imagine that, right? Top. Well, when he caught the glimpse of her, he beelined it to the bar.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And I don't know if it was nerves or anxiety or what hit him, but off to the bar he went. He might have needed some liquid courage, I'm not sure. But she made her way over to the bar and started up the conversation that evening. Well, then there's the second version of the first date, which was, this is a he said, she said kind of ceremony. So the real first date was when he got thrown, well, I don't know if it was in the fire, the deep end, or under the bus, but he made her way over to the house and there had dinner with dear old Dad. Homemade pot pie, I believe is what they said was your favorite, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what was cooking until Kevin showed up. And Sarah said, yeah, you got to drive around the block a couple of times. I need a little time to pick up around the house before you come in. And so, well, listen, I mean, my wife and I spent an incredible time with them over a number of hours together as couples, and I've warned them that anything they've said to me can and may be used against them on their wedding day. So pot pies and bright orange highlighter tops and all those kind of fun things just come into play as they, had got a chance to share their story with us. But what really struck me was not the first date, but the first kiss. Abby Tavern, while our sergeant had been working a lot of overtime during downtown riots. And in the Abbey Tavern that evening, in a heated argument, as it was described to me, out came, as only Sarah could probably do, in a loud, feisty voice. She said to him, loud, like yelling, she said, now this is the part that she loves about the ceremony, is all the attention that's being drawn to her. And if you know her, then you know that that's not true either. But this part is true. She yelled at him, I just want you to be safe because I love you. And I think from that night we got to this night. It's interesting to note, though, that same method works on the people that Sarah attends to after a 911 call. Well, as I said, my wife and I get to spend some time with them and it's been a joy for both of us to be with both of you. And one of the things that I get to eavesdrop in on is the question about what they fell in love with about one another and how they grew in love for one another. And when Sarah talked about Kevin, she said, I feel safe with him. He assesses his priorities for me. He's an excellent listener. And as soon as I get close to him, things for her begin to settle down. And then she said, when he opens up and just shares his heart, I feel like it's Christmas Day. And then Kevin had a chance to share some of his sentiments in his heart for her And he said, everything about her makes my life better. His favorite memory, this was interesting, his favorite memory is her reactions to my mistakes, he said, are absolutely incredible. Now, that was his favorite recall of a memory, but let's be honest, it's a favorite recall of memories. Because he hasn't just made one mistake, right? But it's her response and how she cares and takes care of him. She said, or he said, my family loves having Sarah around because I show up more around family gatherings. He said, I love her cute, random, playful times. He said, I especially love being the guy that gets to make her that happy. Yeah, so here we are. Splendid story of their life and love coming together, and we're going to enjoy some things very traditional to a ceremony. Exchange of vows, both traditional and personal. Exchange of rings, a whiskey barrel big enough for a St. Bernard, and then when this thing's all said and done, if he hangs in there, he gets to kiss his bride when we're all said and done. In front of everyone, yeah. Sarah's favorite moment of the ceremony is coming. I'm going to start with traditional vows. I'm going to ask you to respond first to the first question, I will. Second question, I do, all while you're looking upon her. Okay? Kevin, will you have this woman to be your wife and to live together in the covenant of marriage?
I will.
Do you promise to love her, comfort, honor, and keep her, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Sarah, if you'll do the same. I will. Mm-hmm. Sarah, will you have this man to be your husband and to live together in the covenant of marriage?
I will.
Do you promise to love him, comfort, honor, and keep him, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And those of you that have come this evening, let me ask of you, if you will do all in your power to uphold these two in their covenant of love. And if so, would you respond by saying, we will?
We will.
That was nice and strong. That'll keep your place at the table for chow here in a minute. But as equally as important as it is that you're here tonight, is that there is a team, a support system of family and friends and blue liners that are there for them in the days, weeks, months, and years still to come. So thank you for being here tonight, and for them, long into their future. Kevin, ask you to repeat that now while you're looking for her. You guys gonna let's let go.
Yeah, just with a sky.
Excellent. I, Kevin, take you, Sarah, to be my wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or worse, richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until we are parted by death. This is my sacred vow. Sarah, if you'll do the same. Okay. I, Sarah, take you, Kevin, to be my husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or worse, richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until we are parted by death. This is my sacred vow. And now what always ends up being my favorite part of a ceremony when personal vows are included in a ceremony is this moment right here. So do yourself a favor, edge up on the front of your seat, lean in a little bit. You're about to eavesdrop in on one of life's greatest stories, a love story, Kevin and Sarah's.
Yeah, sure, because mine are in Sarah's boobs.
Mine were labeled.
I put mine upstairs.
All right. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, you get a microphone.
I know. Sarah, the day I met you, I immediately knew I had seen the destination of my life's journey. Everything good and bad has led me to you. You're my best friend, my new day, my source of strength, the calm in my storm. And every day I promise to be the same for you. There will be sleepless nights wondering if each other is safe and sound. But I promise every one of them will end with you secure in my arms. And I promise I will always love you more. I will love you more than any bad days to come. I will love you more than any time or distance that separates us. And I will love you more than anything that comes between us. And I will choose you every day. Above all, I promise to love you more every day.
Beautiful.
The irony is the overlap. Public speaking is one of my favorite parts. Kevin, falling in love with you is by far one of the best things that happened in my life. You appeared when I wasn't ready, and yet when I needed you the most. I stand here on our wedding day, grateful for you. Grateful for all of the hope, memories, and excitement that you have brought into my life. I am excited to build our family and experience all that this world has to offer, one adventure at a time. Our journey hasn't been without challenges, but for every challenge we have faced, you have stayed by my side. A steady reminder that things get better as long as we are a team. With you by my side, anything is possible. So know that I will choose you over and over and over, without pause, without doubt. I will keep choosing you. I will fight for you. I will fight for us. And I will build trust and remain faithful, knowing how lucky I am to have you as my husband. Today I say I do, but to me that means I will. I will love you today, tomorrow, always and forever, because I know that together we will build a life far better than anything we could have built alone.
I'll take those. For your safekeeping, sir.
Absolutely.
They were in a good spot before.
Yes, I know. Yeah. Only retrievable by like one person. So.
Her husband's out there. It's
Okay,
fine.
perfect. Now they're going to exchange rings with one another as the symbol and seal of the vows that they've shared between them. Yeah, as you open the box, I'll take the boxes for you. So your hands free. Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Thanks, buddy. Good job.
So Kevin, I'll ask you to place ring on her ring finger while you repeat after me. Okay? Sarah, with this ring,
Sarah, with this ring,
I marry you
I marry you
and bind my life to yours.
and bind my life to yours.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my vow.
as a symbol of my vows.
And with all that I am
And with all that I am
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I cherish you.
cherish you.
Sarah, if you'll do the same. Kevin, with this ring, I marry you and bind my life to yours. I give you this ring as a symbol of my vow. And with all that I am and all that I have, I honor you. To symbolize further their agreement, their covenant, their vow, their union of becoming not just man and woman, but husband and wife, they're going to share in a special unity celebration, a whiskey barrel mixture that, they were looking forward to this. They're going to do that at this time, and while they do that, I'm going to read an Irish blessing over the top of all that good whiskey. All right. May you have enough happiness to keep you sweet, enough trials to keep you strong, enough sorrow to keep you human, enough hope to keep you happy, enough failure to keep you humble, enough success to keep you eager, enough friends to give you comfort, enough faith and courage in yourselves to banish sadness, enough wealth to meet your needs, and one more thing, enough determination to make each day a more wonderful day than the day before. If you would be so kind in this moment to take and join your faith, your hope, and your love in asking blessing over and upon their lives this evening. Father, thank you for Kevin and Sarah, this moment in time. It is christened with your favor, your blessing, the radiance of your face shining upon them. To give them all those things that were spoken over them and to them. To bring them to this moment, this day, this time. Father, thank you for both of them and the journey and the path that have led them to each other. Today we stand under this beautiful blue sapphire dome that we call home, where heaven and earth meet. And today man and woman meet. And the blessing of God rests upon them, their hearts and in their home. That the things that they dream of and pray for, the vision that they have for the hope that lies within them for one another, for hearts, home, family. That you would embrace them and encourage them, help them to be counselors to one another in time of need. Help them to find the strength and the courage that they need every day as they stand on the front line for us and so many more. Father, we ask your blessing upon them tonight. And what God has joined together, let no one separate. Amen. Well, now that Kevin and Sarah have given themselves to one another in the exchange of vows and rings, the blessing of God, their family and friends, I pronounce that you are husband and wife. Kevin, you may kiss your bride. I grabbed that bouquet back. Now, in the presence of their family and friends, it is my distinct honor and privilege to announce for the very first time that Kevin and Sarah are now Mr. and Mrs. Kirby.